again, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Mitchell and
Mrs. Owen.
Back again one more time for our third game that we're going to remind you how to play. What is it, Mrs. Owen?
It is called Add and Compare Dominoes.
Awesome. And I think, I'm looking for my pointer. You can keep talking. You should remember this from last week. Again, we didn't get to spend as much time with this. I think especially my bee friends didn't get to spend any time with this. So this might be new to some of you. Remember when I said earlier, this is just an extension of the domino top draw. Your objective, your job, is going to be to draw a domino, and then you're going to add them together using one of those strategies that we talked about. And then you're actually going to record it here. Now, this is Mrs. Owen's side, and that's Mrs. Mitchell's side. And then we're going to use these words, my total is greater than, my total is less than, or our totals are equal to compare our dominoes.
And my friends, you have this in a sleeve, just like Mrs. Mitchell and I do. We put it in a sleeve, and you all know why, so you can use it over and over again. And my friends, it's a blue piece of paper, so you'll find it in your folder.
And it's got this plastic piece on here so that you can continue to write on it with your expo marker. So you can play this game over and over and over, and it's really good in helping you be able to add those domino dots up quickly.
And to make your math equation. So we're going to do that right now.
All right. Go ahead, Mrs. Owen. She's going to be player one, and she'll write her total. Ooh, look, she's already got her domino here. So think about this, boys and girls. She's got a 6 and a 1, so she's going to record those numbers right here in the box. 6 plus one more.
Oh, and we are counting on because there's only one more.
She actually got that same domino, I think, in our last game, didn't you, Mrs. Owen?
I did. So yes. 6, 7.
Yep.
So my answer is 7. 6 plus 1 equals 7.
She counted on. Nice job, Mrs. Owen. All right, now I'm going to go. Boys and girls, you might not see them, but our dominoes are laying here around our workspace. So you turn them all over, and you draw from them just like the last game. So I'm going to choose this one. Oh, Mrs. Owen.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that, boys and girls. Boy, it is not my lucky day. I have 0 plus 0.
What is 0 and 0?
I already heard them, Mrs. Owen. They know that one. Oh, boy. 0 plus 0 equals 0. So, go ahead and talk us through these right here, Mrs. Owen.
So then what you would do after you both put your math equation in, you would think about it. Is my total greater than Mrs. Mitchell's? Is it less than Mrs. Mitchell's, or are they equal?
So we're talking about the totals right here, friends. 7 and 0. Did I already hear you? Did you already know that? 7 is greater than 0. I think you already knew that.
Yes, and then you would circle where it says my total is greater. But here's the fun part. Whoever's is greater gets to keep those dominoes.
Yes, so she would take both of the dominoes and keep them in her own pile just like we did the other game. Okay? So then we go again. So then it's Mrs. Owen's turn. And she gets to choose another domino.
Oh,
boy, she keeps getting good counting on dominoes.
So Mrs. Owen knows that that's 4. So I'm going to start with 4, and I
then
know
she's
one
gonna
more.
Count on, hold 4, count on, the next number is
5.
Yes.
Good job.
All right, Mrs. Mitchell's turn. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm going to choose this one. Oh,
wow.
Look at that one, Mrs. Owen. I can already tell, boys and girls, can you? Mrs. Owen's total is 5. I already see a 5 quickly with my eyes on just one side of the domino. So I can already tell you, I think mine's going to be greater than Mrs. Owen's. But before we do that, I have to count those. So I'm going to remember that last game I used doubles. I said 5 and 5 is 10, but this is 5 and 6. And 6 is one more than 5, so I know to add one more on, and that would give me 11.
Good
But
strategy.
I also, Mrs. Owen, liked the way you showed the boys and girls because those are really big numbers on there. It might be a little bit scary to see all of those. I also like how she showed you to find the biggest number, which again is the 6, hold it in your head, and then count on. And boys and girls, you can even touch those dots. So I'm going to say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that way I know that strategy I used. I can check it using the count-on strategy, and I know it's correct. So I'm going to also start with my biggest number, 6 plus 5 equals 11. So mine, Mrs. Owen, is greater. Now, we have to start with Mrs. Owen's side. So you go ahead and say the Mrs. Owen.
So then you would look at partner 1, so that's Mrs. Owen, and
Yeah.
I would say, is my total greater than Mrs. Mitchell, less than Mrs. Mitchell, or are they equal? And we already know that mine is less than Mrs. Mitchell.
So then I'm going to circle this one right
Who gets to
there.
keep the dominoes?
Yeah, who gets to keep them?
Oh, you're right, Mrs. Mitchell.
Okay, here you go, your turn.
My turn.
Go. We're always
Oh, look at this one.
Look at that, boys
Wow.
and girls. Wow, I'm noticing a pattern with Mrs. Owen's dominoes. Look at this. 1 and
One.
1, and she's going to have another 1 there.
So what is 3 and 1 more?
3 and count on.
Is
That's right. You said it. I heard you. 4. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to do one more. I'm going to pull this one right here. Oh, my goodness sakes. Look, we can do the same thing. Look, boys and girls. Mrs. Owen's total is a 4. I see 4 right there on my domino. Do you see it? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I still have to add 6 more.
Oh.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Mrs. Owen's sad is what I'm thinking because she already knows my total's going to be greater than her total. But remember, first we have to figure it out. Mrs. Owen, what strategy would you use for that one?
Wow, this is a tricky one. I
It's
see
a
lots of
tricky
dots
one.
again.
Lots of dots. Should we maybe start with a 6?
Can I show you what I think right now?
Sure.
So as I'm looking at it, I can see right away that this is a 4. But then my eyes went to 4 more.
Ooh.
So I already know that if that's a double.
that?
4 and 4 is
Ooh.
8. We
Remember,
know that.
8, and
And
then
then 2
add
more.
the 2 more. Count on, say
8, 9, 10.
Very good. That was a really good one, Mrs. Owen. I didn't think about that. 4 and 4 is 8 and 2 more. The other strategy you could use is say 6. Hold 6 in your head. It's the highest number. And then count on, touching the dots. 7, 8, 9, 10. And remember, we're trying to get as fast as we can at this and work on that efficiency so that we know our number combinations quickly.
Can I show you another one? As I'm looking at it
Sure.
more, I can see right away that my top row has
Ooh.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then you know it's equal on the bottom. So we know 5 and 5 is
That's excellent. 5 and 5 is
10.
That's right.
So look
Very
at your
good.
dots to try to figure out fast ways to come up with those numbers.
So I'm going to write 6 plus 4 equals 10. And then
Let's read them. So Mrs. Owen has a 4. So is my total greater? Is my total less? Or are they equal?
I don't think they're equal, are they? Because equal means the same. And 4 is not the same as 10.
So Mrs. Mitchell wins. My total is less
Her
than.
total is less. So, Mrs. Owen, I would take those dominoes. That means that I have a total of 4 dominoes, and
I only
Yes,
have 2.
okay. So we're going to pretend, boys and girls, that that was the end of the game. There's still a lot more here that you can keep playing, but we want to show you the bottom part of our paper. This is more of the recording. of
So
our-
when you're all done with your math equations, this
Then-
is what you would do next.
So this says, tell how many dominoes you and your partner each got. So this is Mrs. Owens. She got,
How many?
quickly, yes!
2,
I
yes.
heard you, 2. And then her partner, which is Mrs. Mitchell, do you remember how many I got? It was doubles. 2 and 2 is
4. Good
Yes.
job.
All right. Now watch this. Mrs. Owen got 2. Her partner got 4. And this is what this says. Who won the
The game.
Mrs. Owen, this is you. Did you win?
No, it says I won or my partner won. So my partner, Mrs. Mitchell, won, so you would circle that one.
Circle that.
And if it's a tie, then you don't have to circle anything because you
Right.
tied.
You could even tell us. You
Yeah.
could even write that down there. You could say that they were
Equal.
You could do that if you wanted to. Another thing that I really want to remind you of that you can do is we love hearing from you on Seesaw and seeing some of the things that you're doing. So after you play this, I would really love it, Mrs. Owen would too, if you would take a picture of this and then show us what all of your equations were and your answers down here. Who won your game?
And maybe your partner can be in the picture so we know who you were
Oh,
playing
that
with
would be
too.
really
That would
that
be
would be really fun too, just like us, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think
Well,
that's
we're going
all.
to have you go off and play this game. Don't forget to post it on Seesaw, a picture.
Right. Have fun with this. Bye, everybody.
Bye, friends.